Hey guys, and welcome to my tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a reusable crochet Swiffer pad. So you basically just make a little cover that you can slide out of your Swiffer. I've detached the little head here so that I could show you easily. And you just basically have like two little pockets that you can wrap around your Swiffer and a bottom like this. It's really simple and really easy. And yeah, I can't wait to show you how to make this. So the materials that you're going to need for this project are going to be some yarn, of course. But with this one, because this yarn is going to be getting wet all of the time, you're going to need something that isn't going to mold. The best recommendation that a lot of crocheters will give you when you are making washcloths or face scrubbies or loofahs or things like that that are going to get wet all the time is cotton. So preferably you can have a cotton yarn for this so that it doesn't mold, as I said. So I'm going to be using this nice purple color. You can use any color that you want, like I said, though preferably cotton. Anything else that you're going to be needing is a crochet hook, of course. I'm using my size G crochet hook as always, a needle because we're going to be sewing the pieces together that we make, and a pair of scissors for cutting your ends. Let's get started. So we're going to start with our purple, doing a loop for our hook as always, and now we are going to chain 21. So this is for a standard size mop head. You may want to check yours to make sure that 21 fits the correct length, but it should. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And the way that we're going to be doing this, there's two different ways you can do it. I'm going to be starting with the short way right here. So if you wanted, you could do it the long way like this and make it all the way around here, but I honestly find it easier, and I know a lot of other crocheters as well find it easier to do the shorter side and work their way up. So we should have 21 stitches, as we're going to go back down our chain with a row of double crochet. So we're going to skip this stitch on my hook right here, and we're going to work a double crochet. Now if you don't know how to do a double crochet, I have a video that I will link down below that teaches you how to do all of the beginner stitches so that you can catch up with the video and know what you're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and work my row of double crochet stitches right down the line, and I will meet you when I get back. Alright, I am back. I just finished our row, and you should have a row of 20 stitches, not 21 because we skipped one in the beginning. So row of 20 stitches, and it will be the exact size of our Swiffer. Now what we're going to do is chain 3 and turn our work. Now we're going to do a row of double crochet back down the line in the front loops only. So what that means is we're going to skip this first stitch here because we've already gotten our chain 3, and then we are going to do in the second stitch here just this front loop here. So as you can see, we have 2, 1 and 2. We're only going to go in between those, grab the first one, and we're going to do a double crochet, and I'll show you why at the end. I'll show you why once we're done. So we're going to go into this one and double crochet down the line. So I'm going to finish this double crochet in the front loops only. You should have 20 stitches when you are done, and I will see you when I get back. Okay, I just finished my row of 20 double crochet in the front loops only, and as you can see, because I've done it in the front loops only, it's given us a slight ridged design. So if we look at the original pattern that I showed you, you can see that it's clearly ridged, and I thought that this would be a good design to use for the bottom pad of the Swiffer because it would actually be able to pick up the dirt and crumbs a little bit easier than as if it was just a flat surface. So that is why we are doing it in the front loops only. And if you do it in the back loops only, you may get a little bit of a ridge, but you won't get as much as if you had done in the front. So now what we're going to do is chain 3 and continue our pattern. So we are going to continue in this manner with a chain 3, turn, and a double crochet in the front loops only, skipping the first stitch, for 18 more rows. So in total at the end you will have a total of 20 rows. So I'm going to go ahead and continue my pattern here, and I will meet you when I get back. Alright, just finished my pattern here. This is the final design here, and as you can see, if I take my mop head here, it fits perfectly as it should on it. Like I said, hopefully yours will be the same size as me. This is the standard one. I don't believe they come in different sizes, so it should, but always test to make sure just in case. So if you can see here, overhangs on both sides just a touch. That way we can wrap the yarn around when we go and put in the other 2 pieces. So that is perfectly fine. If it's slightly bigger, it's not going to be too much bigger. It should be just fine. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is make the side pieces that go here that actually attach it to the Swiffer, and so that you don't have to use these and pinch them. They're just going to be the little flaps. So the way that we're going to do that is we are going to chain 20 again, do a chain 3 at the end of the row, and double crochet all the way down the row, just as I have done here. So the exact pattern that we used for this, we are going to do again to start the side. So as you can see, I've already done mine here off camera, and now I will show you how to continue it. Since we've already done this, I didn't bother showing you how to do it again. So we are going to do a chain 3 and skipping the stitch as the first stitch as always. We're going to go through both loops. We're going to go through both loops this time and do a double crochet. So it's the exact same pattern as before, has not changed, except for this time we're going in both loops instead of one. You can go through the front loop if you want for the top. I didn't really see a point for it. Wasn't going to be on the floor or anything like that, so it didn't really need to be ridged. But if you like the design, go ahead and do that. So we are going to repeat this pattern for 6 rows. And we're going to do 2 of them so that they can fit one on each side. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my 2, and then I will be back to show you what else to do. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, I have my 3 pieces here. We are ready to put them on the Swiffer. So these are the side pieces, like I said, 6 rows, and they are going to be the exact same size as this. They might, again, hang over a little, but we need that extra little bit of room to be able to sew it together better. So I'm going to stick this on the bottom and throw my Swiffer down, and then I'm just going to fit this around here and one on the other side, and see, kind of do a dry fit and see if it all fits, which it looks like it does. It goes around the edges just so ever so slightly, so I can sew them together. So we're going to take our purple yarn, or whatever color that you have, and we're going to cut off a good sized piece. I don't really know how long to do. I'm never good at deciding how long to cut the string so that I actually have enough. So that looks about good there, why not? We can always add more if we need it. I'm going to start from here because this is where I know that it needs to end up, and there's actually stitches there. You might be able to take it off of your Swiffer if you want for this part, just because you don't really need it on there. But just as a dry fit, it might be a good idea to put it there. So I'm going to start in the corner here, And the way that I'm going to do this, I'm going to stick this little piece inside so that it's kind of out of the way and get sewn in as we go. And just gonna go back and forth just like this, sewing all the way down the line. I'm gonna go in between, grabbing these two and these two in each stitch. So I'm gonna go ahead and sew on this one side, and then I will meet you back here when I'm done to sew on the other two. Alright, I've sewn on my end here, so now I know exactly how far down I need to go for this. So now I'm just going to continue on my way, sewing down this side. This one's going to have less of a distinct stitch for you to go through because of the fact that we are going through the sides of the stitches instead of the tops of the stitches where they're not so nice and neat. But just going through every so often and sticking your needle through. That was done. I'm not even going to finish that sentence. Just leave a little gap in between your sewing and you should be fine. Now, of course, we don't want to sew this side closed because this is the side that's actually going to be going on the Swiffer. So what I'm going to do, I think, is finish off here. And since I already have my yarn attached to my needle, I'm just going to go right on the other side and start sewing it again. I'm going to do this and then repeat the exact same pattern on the other side, and I will meet you back when I'm done with the final product. And there we have it. I've sewn my pieces on, and let's test this out and see if it works. This is going to slide one end there and one end here, and there we go. A nice Swiffer crochet cozy, and fits perfectly. It's a little bit big, but that gives you the room to stretch. It'll probably stretch anyway because around the use. So there you go. There is your Crochet Swiffer cozy, and now you can clean your floors and not have to worry about buying those super expensive wet wipes that don't stay wet as soon as you open the pack, and you're not wasting any money. So I will be posting the written pattern for this on my blog if you're interested in checking that out. I have the pin on there. Make sure you save it so that you can come back to this. And I hope this helps you out with all of your spring cleaning needs. It's finally getting a little bit warmer here in Michigan. I'm so happy. It's not quite as warm as I'd like it to be. It's not around 75 or so, but it is definitely warmer than the weather and making me very excited for spring. So, other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said before, if you need to check out any of these stitches and how to do them, I will link my Beginner Crochet Basics course down below. It's a free email course. You can sign up and check out all of the beginner stitches that I've used here and a couple extra ones as well. Like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.